What's going on, guys? It's your boy K-Aus bringing you guys another video. Today I'm bringing you guys Muthead game versus BeastModeMac. At this point of the season, I am 3-3. I know last time you guys saw the game, last game I was 3-0. I stopped posting videos. I know you guys are gonna say, "Oh, it's because you lost 3." No, it's not because of that. It's because you guys weren't really enjoying the pre-patch gameplay. All that gameplay doesn't, like, all that stuff doesn't really work anymore, so you guys didn't really want to see it anymore. I could tell that by the comments. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna cut these last 3 games and just jump straight to the post-patch games, which is the last 3 games from this past week versus Beast Mode, Drini, and Joe Rice. And so you guys will be getting all 3 of those games this week. And I hope you guys enjoy it, man. They're all good games. These were my first games post-patch. I essentially hadn't gotten to play at all. I was out of town for a week when the patch just dropped. I got to play a few hours before these games to kind of try to prep. But what I had seen was 335 odd kind of sucked, or at least that's what I had heard. And nickel normal was good. So going into this game, that was my game plan. Was to come out in nickel normal. Eventually I'm going to go back to 335i, which is, if you guys have been watching me on stream, you see I'm back in it. So obviously I didn't really like nickel normal that much. It's good, but I didn't feel comfortable adjusting out of it. So here we go to start the game. On a 2nd and 10 here, we get a big time sack. It's a 3rd and 21. And he puts a crosser, and I didn't think it would get over with the play sticks, but regardless, I didn't know, like I said, I hadn't been playing, so I didn't know the meta of doing route specialist and flipping your play to get that crosser on the top of the bunch. So he actually killed me with that a decent amount this game. I kept getting over my cover 2, and he didn't need anything to pull it down. So kind of hurt me, not knowing what was in the game and not knowing the meta at the time. But it is what it is. It's the downfalls of having to play basketball and trying to be a pro Madden player. But regardless, here he spins me and he gets into the end zone after we get a sack. So we get a couple sacks on that drive. We did decent, and then like on early downs, and then on late downs we just let them make big plays, and we didn't make the plays that we had to. So we need to go back and try to tie the game up. Right now we're not feeling great on defense. Like I said, we're in a brand new defense. But fact of the matter is, we'll figure it out. As we dot him right there with X-Spot. As you guys can see, I have X-Spot back. I am back in the Denver Broncos playbook. I'm out of Pat's playbook. I'm using Franco Harris at tight end, which is a change. That way I don't have to audible to it, and now I can use X-Spot out of Trips tight end. If we get a touchdown with Fournette right there. He ends up blocking my extra point. I thought that was corny. I never try to block extra points, but to each their own. As I was saying, though, I think now that nickel normal was a big part of the game and cover 2 has become a new meta, I feel like it's important to have X-Spot and verticals and not just have to switch my audibles all the time. So I'm going to be using Franco Harris. And then if I'm in regs, I'll just use the Chiefs and have Kelsey. And he dots me again right there and spins me out. So he's back on the 1-yard line. After a great drive by us, he gets a big time kick return and just takes 1 dot to get down to the red zone and get down to like the 1-yard line. So that kind of sucks. I blow a timeout here because I felt like that was a big play and I thought I could get off the field. And I took a bad cut. I thought he was going to cut inside. He cut outside. And he's able to get the touchdown. So the wasted timeout. However, he goes for 2 to kind of go for the kill shot and go up 2 possessions there. And we get a stop. He throws a pick. So we're back down 7. That's good. We kind of made up for the missed extra point, and I was actually really hyped on stream for that. I thought that was huge to not let it get to a 9-point game. That was actually a big play in the game to kind of keep it close, keep me from getting blown out. Right there, we step up in the pocket, and Vic throws that thing to the moon. I don't know what happened right there. We had a wide open S post, but regardless, we hit our in route right here. Get to the 1-yard line. Right here, I'm hoping I can try to make this the last drive of the half. It would be almost a perfect, it would have to be like a perfect drive to do that. But we're able to do it if we play it well, but we're also just focused on making sure we get a score. We have a wide open dot right there, and he gets a shed, which was huge play. have my flat and I don't take it, and he gets a shed sack. So I'm kind of frustrated right here. I felt like I had dots on all 3 of those plays, and I got shed on all 3 of them. So that sucks, but it is what it is. He dots me right there. So right now I'm thinking there's no way I can give up 7. I have to hold a 3. If he gets 7 right here, I'm pretty much cooked. Not cooked, but I'm in a really bad spot. 3, you can kind of make up that spot. 14 is a lot harder, especially when you're not feeling comfortable on defense. As you see, Sealer, who was in a spy, has 14 speedy. He can't keep up with Vic. I shouldn't have expected him to. That's my fault. Start calling timeouts here, and now not having my timeouts is going to hurt me right here, because I blew that one to try to get a stop on that goal line, which I thought was a big play. So I'm short a timeout, and he runs the ball here, and we're able to stop him. But since we don't have that 3rd timeout, we have to let him take 30 seconds off the clock. Either way, though, 40 seconds isn't the worst. You guys have seen me get 3 in this spot before. I have a go-to play, which is double in sail, which is exactly what I go to. And for some weird reason, I don't know what it is, pretty much everyone always gives me it in this spot, and I get right at it. Like, it's so perfect because not only do I get a big chunk of yards, but I usually also just get out of bounds. And right there, I just take my in route and I take my 3. So we're down 7. Despite what I thought was a bad half on both sides of the ball, we got stopped once, and we didn't even come close to getting a stop on defense other than holding them to 3 one time. We're in a great spot, and we get a bad animation, I thought, right there on that pass, but maybe we didn't. Maybe I'm just being greedy. But we're only down 7 after what I thought was a rough half. So right now we just need to go get our 7, and we're right back in the game. That's what I'm thinking right now. We draw up X spot here. He has a cloud, which like I said, I had just gotten back in this playbook, and I didn't have the dots cooked up yet that I have now from X spot and a couple other things. I really like what I have from him, and I'm actually really excited to be back in Denver playbook. So you guys can stay tuned for that. My ebook on Twitch is actually coming out on Wednesday with all my new dots and my new defensive stuff. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys can hit the sub on there. But regardless, we'll get back to the game. Throw a dot right there down to the 6-yard line. Now we're in a tough spot. I hate being around the 6. I don't have good red zone, especially in a new book. But it is what it is. We need to find a way to get in the end zone. We get down to the 2. Franco doesn't fight for me right there. I don't get that. I'm on aggressive. He doesn't fight. Another play, doesn't fight. And we go to a 3rd play with Fournette, and we get in. So it's getting a little scary there. I thought Franco should have gotten in both times on aggressive, but we end up getting in the end zone. 16-16. Now, if I'm not in control of the game, but I've taken all the momentum back. After being down 10, I fought back to tie it, and I'm thinking I'm in a good spot. If I can just find a way to get a stop, I'll win the game. And we're at a 3rd and 14 right here. Perfect spot. Play great defense, and we let Vic spin us. We were in the prime position to take over this game, boys, and we didn't strafe up. That's my fault. I blame myself. I get greedy with tackles. I refuse to strafe up because I hate spins. I think they're stupid. You shouldn't have to strafe up if you're conservative tackling. What's the point of a conservative tackle if you have to strafe up anyways? Why not just take conservative tackle out of the game? But that's my stubbornness, and that's me being stupid. We give up a 1st down, the biggest play of the game. And now we put ourselves in a spot where we need to put together a drive. And we take a sack on 2nd and 10 now. So now we're in 3rd and 20. You guys know me. I always just, whenever it's a 3rd and long, I send out 5 routes. I'm trying to pick up any amount of yards I can to make it convertible. Make it shorter, make it easier for myself on 4th down. Because I'm not trying to pick up all 20 at once. It's too hard to do. We get a big time dot right there. I actually didn't really like the spot we got to. I thought Franco was going to outrun him to the end zone. And if he would have done that, that would have been fine. I would have been cool with 7. I don't like being stuck at the 9-yard line and with him getting the ball back because of the time I couldn't clock him. So it was a really bad spot. And then I was wide open down in the end zone, and Vic threw it 10 yards out of the field. And then me being stubborn, I said on straight, I'm throwing this thing again. I don't care what he does. And of course he puts the zone there on the 2nd play, and he gets a pick. I play stubborn this game. Two different circumstances, I played stubborn, and it cost me on the spin and on the red zone. But it is what it is, man. 3rd and 20. Last chance for me to get off the field. He goes to that crosser against the cover 2. Once again, it gets over the top. It is what it is. I thought I played well, man. But if you guys enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys take it easy, man. Peace.